Cover up. Alright. What do we find with that? Looks like I'm playing the balls. Good at Bosa. Time to beat Bosa.
All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like. Fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like. Every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
Here we go.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma
Game against the Chargers for the division lead.
Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Matching hundreds. It's the coach.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Here we go. 8 read. Let's go, defense.
Whoa.
Check, look at me. Go. Get it.
Lock now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Okay.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
All right.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That throw into the arms of Allen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Oh. 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Wow. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Oh, wow, that's...
56 is the mark. I got one. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to QT.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Bang, bang. Ready?
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hard.
On play action, Lock. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Gurley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run.
Still.
Dutton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run. It's Gurley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Ready?
Lock working out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So that one, a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Yeah, come on, defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They made the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Gordon on first down. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
All right.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Like Gordon had so much
I call
room
that
to
play
work
a
with,
success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun.
Wow,
Gordon fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
All right.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
When it all comes together, you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up. Everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley at his current
could
pace.
Not have been any
sure
better.
Looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Don't even care.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh, my. Totally misjudged that one. Must have had some wind or something. That was crazy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second and 9 now for the 21. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
The crossbar.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Wildcat.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Weird.
We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Able to get this to Gordon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Wow.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Gordon.
Bye-bye.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Whoa.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How many people had their hands on the ball? Them, me,
Those
me,
passes
ground.
out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Yeah.
That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Locking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, don't like any of that yet. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there.
Hate it when those X-Factors go off. You always know it's going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I was happy with not the pick. Hate it when that goes off.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
This has been a very defensive
first
game.
down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hopefully Rodgers can get open over the middle.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's QT. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a 2nd route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down.
Wow. Gordon with his jukes, man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Oh.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively. The key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find it.
Oh, man, it's complete. Williams. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got Allen.
Got him.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1 score down. Here we go.
Oh, goodness.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's passing.
They're going to run.
He's
This is Gordon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Throwing now is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
All right. You want me to kill the clock.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
This has been a crazy game.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
And
So
surprisingly,
fresh out of
in
the
the air.
2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Yeah. I'll take
Following
that.
the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
This could be interesting.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 37. Check.
They'll run the jet sweep now. Rodgers. And he'll
Got
get
it.
into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Jet sweeps
And now
are
we're going
always
to
an
get a timeout
interesting one
defensively.
because
So
it can
another
either
stop.
go really well
1:50
or
left in the football game.
bad.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, baby.
Now
Run it home.
Gurley. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Can't quite kill the clock yet.
Again they run with Gurley.
Oh, I can now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Oh,
That one good for
let
13
me
and a
get out of here
Denver
like I
first
stole
down.
something
I have to
today.
chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
All right. Just milk this clock.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And
See
the
you,
kick
Chargers.
is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Denver, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Jonah, 15, Ron, 59. Look, squeeze. Let's go. Ready, 50, plant. Go out! Lead grip! Lead grip! Ready, set! Go! Shoot! The outlaw! Hey, lock it! Get up! Ready! 60 Pittsburgh! Rock it! Go! Go! 70, Indy! Look at me! Door! Step! I'm ready. Hard! Ready? Set up! 60 oars! Bam! Get it! Hey, Sam off! Leo! Five!
I did.
Check the stats up. You can check the scoreboard. Check the stats. Jay Chris, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner,
ready?
don't come
30
round.
base.
My way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush.
Go!
Try to knock me down, but we got up now.
I did.
Keep it real though. Hey, why never
Come on, set! 90 Wolf!
I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going.
Hey, lock it!
Find out my team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch.
Jonah,
I'ma shine
head
out.
over.
Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but
Rock,
I stay strong.
rock it.
Super Bowl rings. I just
Let's
wanna
go.
play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon.
Ready? 15, Ronnie, 59. Look at me! Door! Yeah!
Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Hey man, how you doing? You doing alright? Played my game against the Chargers. How's it going? Oh, okay, cool.
How you doing with your game?
Well, I won 10-0, so. It was a very defensive game against the Chargers.
I've done 4 sacks, 2 picks.
Cool.
Against the other team. And I've kept them straight points. Okay, third and goes. Okay, it's okay. Okay, slits. Check on pass.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yes, I won, man.
Cool. Good.
I needed.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Nice.
I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Chad
Putting my
talk
left
it.
and I'm actually drinking a Pepsi.
That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back.
Cool.
Way to stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my
my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of ball me, watch it lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can
short crossing route patterns pass was. Don't go deep because they got a mad QB. I mean, not a mad QB, a mad cornerback. Watch out for Joey Bosa. They locked me down pretty hard last week, actually. Joey Bosa is just nuts all the way around. So. And their other side isn't that bad either, so yeah. Outside runs are pretty hard, inside runs are a little bit easier. Yep. Definitely has been. Here we go.
Done my scouting, done my training, yeah, upgrade my players.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might.
Now we're cooking. It's a coach, and this is.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we ride a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Their defense
between
is
the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
They were really well-rounded. They didn't really focus on any one person. They do this Wildcat thing, though. Just a little bit off-putting the first time it happens to you.
Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Check 43. Showing up. Watch out.
Good luck doing that.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? From the gun on third down, Locke. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he gets it down to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 14 carries, 57 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
7-0 lead for me.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score 7, Chiefs nothing.
Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Get it.
Block now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone. It's locked. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
65, gone, 65. Check, lucky.
On 3rd down, block. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Beautiful
a
catch.
16-yard touchdown. And the
16-yard
Broncos have
touchdown
taken the
pass.
lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Catch.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
God's sake.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Mahomes going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And again, it's Mahomes on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away. And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. No gain, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Just halftime. Got a 7-point lead on him. Mahomes has missed one pass, I think it is.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some.
Todd Gurley.
Gurley just went for 60 or 70 yards. 2 touchdown lead. Wow. Bang.
82 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away
82 yards.
a bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on
that is a game-breaking play.
Second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Now I got to watch for their
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Mahomes is 14 out of 15 and still down by 2 touchdowns. I feel really good about that one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Okay.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook.
All right.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
4th down.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Yep.
And no, it's
That's
incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he
incomplete.
comes up empty here. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check
I
out
honestly
this
thought
game.
you might have been talking about being there for a minute.
Games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping
What he was going to do with that news that he got.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger?
I'm not trying to be silly.
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone
Seriously, just
at the
running
20-yard
and
line.
killing the clock right
4
now.
yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. And able to
I got
fight
the
forward
Chiefs number.
inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gurley's had his X Factor for like 3 quarters. And he
2
broke
minutes
that
left to play in this
82-yard
football game here
touchdown.
on EA Sports.
I think he's somewhere close to
So it's
200
Bronco
yards rushing
football as we
today.
get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, it's all good.
Now to put this game
This
on
is a
ice.
clinic.
This is first and goal.
Hey, Sam up.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I mean, what are you going to do? You going to try and stop me?
They come out here in the eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley.
They haven't stopped me yet.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley.
Okay, they're ready for that.
Blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
24-7, 1 minute to go.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach.
Mahomes still has only 1 pass or so that has been incomplete, I think.
Change that channel. Don't go away.
I've just been able to contain them.
And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin.
I've thrown a
this
spy
drive.
on him
They're down big
the
here
whole
late.
game.
I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Few incomplete passes this drive. 22 to 26 now.
And they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
He's
Maybe
going
can
for
expect
deep
more
balls every
passes
time.
like that downfield.
So.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Yeah.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
No,
and he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for the Broncos' first down.
Why would we do that?
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
27-7 final.
And they will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end?
Trying to go towards the TV station, but
sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play. And pretty much
playing on
said to everyone,
Plus
I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Broncos, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here.
Because I say that's the worst thing you can ever do.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many
Great if you can come up with coffee. I'm letting it slow. I'm starting to tell you the vessels alone. They show me love my city. Ain't saying hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone draws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. No sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Awesome.
many above?
One more game.
That's actually quite it. Shambles, oh fuck. Ah, damn it. I got lock chamber as well.
I don't know anyone that does.
It's girly power. It's a coach. You're set for Madden.
Well, Coach, the good news for now, no snow in the forecast, but plenty of scarves and mittens in this sea of orange at Empower Field at Mile High, just west of downtown Denver. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Never done.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Until the credits roll, you're never done.
But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing his Lock on third down.
Oh,
he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Dead at the 2.
Special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Do you get to keep him on Chicago?
You get to keep him on New Game Plus.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get him nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Chubb on the counter. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape.
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that was a meeting at the quarterback.
No backs in the backfield.
And
all
a fumble.
receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to
That
protect.
was
No one else
awesome.
there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion
shouldn't have opened that
You're
door
counting
to
on
all
your
those zombies.
offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his tight end fan. The end result, 21 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On first down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
There's a few.
Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
No, I don't think they are.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion,
I told you
second and 10
never
from the
going.
22.
Until the credits roll.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Such a good game, Rob. Such a good game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On third down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right,
every
let's just
piece of
settle
it.
for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
No one that I've ever met.
Lock gonna throw.
Bring your beer.
Have the hook up to Sutton. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Better bring it.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
So, when it ain't ready, it ain't ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Don't
well,
force
the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That door that you take the bin down and all those zombies
in.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan.
I think so.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
It's one of the garages. There's another one, actually.
You and I talk often about
I know exactly where you are.
hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him
well, you're on day 2, and you're asking me where a garage is, and you're also talking about a garbage can. So you're talking about the garbage can that you pull up to the top of the hill, just barely push it off the edge, go and run and grab as much as you can.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Broncos going to use
you grab the chain to get it open so you can get over that wall.
18 seconds to go in the first half.
With the garbage can.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Yeah, and that's also safe, FYI.
Block now
but
first down.
What I just told you
and taken down at the 21
is
Myles Garrett in there
part
to
of
get
it.
him sack number 14 for him on the year. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This one fielded at the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Looking at my pretty bad
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The dump-off gets them only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
One inaccurate pass.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
My dude wasn't under pressure. He just threw an inaccurate ball.
At their 25-yard line.
Great. Nothing I could have really done about that.
Nowhere to escape.
And now Miles Garrett has his
Miles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You got no choice but to double him all the time.
Block now to throw.
Wow, okay.
And it's incomplete.
Now my guys look like they're stuck in the rut.
Make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
No.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Another pick because somebody took the ball
take
in
this
the
across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I'm not losing to a 2-9
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb.
Okay.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Nobody's
We
business.
see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Looking to throw on second down. Block. And that is incomplete.
My guys can't catch balls. They have 2 hands on right now.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself
in every way.
The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's now the 4th quarter.
And that is going to do it.
Their offense has done 0, and yet they lead. And because of a stupid inaccurate pass that I didn't actually throw to anyone but the receiver, but it just had to be inaccurate.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I can't move the ball against the defensive team.
First down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Oh.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Come on, guys.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a
Now
knack
they're
for
in field
finding
goal
his way
range.
open and completing the connection.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw.
That dude's hard.
Open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third. Look at this. They get the turnover. It's intercepted.
Come on.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
No,
and a
just a
big
pick.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm at the 5-yard line, so I
Critical
really have
error
to be
there
careful.
in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Breathing room.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he whips that one incomplete.
No reason for you to miss that
The
pass.
struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I got lucky there.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
This is getting
2 yards and
really
able to get the
tense.
first down in the process.
Oh, got rid of old mates.
On first down, Locke.
Oh,
a crusher
no
there.
way! Man, you know when the game just wants you to lose?
Well, that's
My guy breaks his route off right in.
Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce.
No.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
It's just pathetic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
All right, guys. What are you going to do? 2 minutes
Now
ago,
Drew Lock
you
and the Broncos.
a
Down
score and
14-6,
2-point conversion.
2:06 to play. And their 4-game
What are you
winning
gonna
streak
do?
in great danger. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley.
Gurley for 6. It's not over yet.
He takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. We've got a 1-score game with inside
Somebody
of 2
caught up
minutes
with
remaining.
Gurley only because they had
So it's
X-Factor.
Bronco
That's
football
just
as we get your reset
ridiculous.
here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Okay.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Gotta have this one. No doubt.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take
Locke, you're about to
his
get the
own.
hook, man. You just cannot miss these throws at this time.
Plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on.
Thank you, Sutton. All right. Stick one done. Touchdowns in.
Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Okay.
As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration.
Come on, cutie.
Got to figure out what they're going to do on the
Okay.
2-point conversion.
Locke,
Throwing
you've
there,
missed your
but
last
this
pass.
is going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts
He's
back to
missed
the
passes
defense.
all game, not under pressure.
I think it was the right call to try and
It
tie
makes
the game
no
here.
sense,
Kick an extra
man.
point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Chubb. And he swallowed that right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon
run the clock
as
down
they
to
stop
about
him
20
behind the
seconds.
line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get
30
what he
seconds
can.
I'm going to have to get into field goal
It's
range.
at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
What play do we got?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Locke.
That's a play. That's a play. Come on. Come on. Let me in. Let me in.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Denver, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.